Unlock. What achievements am I even missing on Obenseuer anymore? Get rid of the fungus, get rid of mushroom addiction, get rid of the addictions, get maximum addictions, die of fungal disease, radiation poisoning, get all your skills to 10. This sounds like some really grindy stuff. Raise engineering to 10. Good luck considering that skill doesn't even level up anymore. It goes up to 7 now. Boy howdy. Enjoy your stream point economy. A Toho? Yeah, I got Fantasy Maiden Wars. I think I also picked up a Toho Dystopia, but I don't know if I want to stream that one specifically. Alright. Did we leave off here last time? Because last time I was here, we robbed a bank and got a lot of fucking money. Like a lot of fucking money. Which is not gonna last long at all, mind you. But we could fund a couple upgrades now in order to get more stuff. Also, maybe, you know, upgrade this apartment so we have walls so I could actually feel safe in my shitty bed. That is awful. Do I have to brag to get the bits for the streaks? I guess so. But right now, I need dinner and a meal and a shit. Do I have either? I don't have any food. Okay. I need to rectify that. Dog. I hope you're doing well. Nothing new on... Oh, hey. Shackpot, actually. Money and a necklace to sell and a magazine to read. These mailboxes are paying off in spades. Any from the ones up here? No. 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 Bummer. Alright then. Well, the day begins with I gotta get some fucking food.
Day begins with eating, Ace.
God. No response I thought of in that fucking 10-second span was good. But yeah, we don't have a whole lot left in this game, honestly. Because, like, right now our current tasks are... Cannot complete with the current content. This is what we have access to. This is the main plot, but we can't beat it. Our debit card still hasn't come in yet. I should probably do some farming. Can't finish this either. Can't finish this either. I think we're dead-ended on radio signal, actually. And we can't finish this either. Which is kind of fucking wild. Because the current quote-unquote endgame of this in Area 2 of 7 is just max out your apartment, which is really fucking difficult considering how the economy is just kind of butt. Oh, the grill's closed. That sucks. Chicken farming. I never got that chicken coop, did I? It is a shame that the apartment is way less as useful as you would expect. Because, like, having the passive income would be nice if, the spending did not scale astronomically against it. Because, like, all stuff now kind of accounts for it being, well, it's a weird situation of all spending now is accounted for, like, old income of getting your, rent daily. And then they change it to weekly so, you know, you don't just, like, go complacent. But, like, at this point in the story, you can't really do anything on a weekly income. You kind of just have to do everything and then just dead-end yourself. I am here to buy, some pizzas. Ma'am, I'd like some shitty pizzas. These pizzas must be ass if 2 of them is, like, only 45 fake coin. I also gotta throw this receipt away. Ugh. Like, it's wild to realize that this is only Area 2 of 7, and the game's been around for, like, I want to say 7 years so far? Granted, it's a small company, so I shouldn't be shocked, but, like, I'm mainly surprised that they are this ambitious. They're just like, yeah, we got 7 zones, what? Oh! I should really put those away, but nah. I would like to rent a pod. Pod 3 sounds fine. They also made Infra at the same time as Obenseuer? Wow. Give me pizza. I need to fill my stomach with processed foods that I have a 22% chance of failing somehow. Then I just unhinge my jaw and eat an entire fucking pizza. Maybe this is how I grind cooking, is just cooking pizzas. Also, I probably should have just thrown that pizza in the fridge and let it stay until I, you know, wake up. Pod 3. There you are. I don't even have a clamp for this one. Hell yeah. Sleeping with a microwave pizza in my backpack. Hell yeah. That only decayed like 30%. It's not bad. And now the task at hand, because we need to go to the mines. So I should probably get some rations before I go as well, because we're going to be down there probably not too long, but a fair bit. And I guess I could also, you know, cash in an apartment upgrade while we're here. Whenever you take what heat you could get. Yeah, I suppose so. What's in the freebie box? Not a whole lot. Well, I suppose the batteries are still evergreen. God, I don't even know if I have apartments ready for anyone else at this point. It sucks shit, dude. Mainly because getting electricity is so godforsaken expensive. Put you there, you there, you. I think that's about all my construction material. Alright. I need a renovation. Electricity, yep, that's affordable. Get that shit. Heating room, I need a lot of wood logs to get there. So the funny thing is, you could actually skip some upgrades if you had the means to. So if we had electricity in our apartment, some asbestos and some hand wheels, we could just skip bare heating and go to central. So what do you mean district? Am I heating the entirety of Obenseuer with this? Much like here, we could also jump the facade if we had more asbestos. Which, admittedly, we could probably start processing and getting asbestos with what we have in the mines. God, that shit's expensive, though. 1,700 real money. Oh, and you also need the bare minimum here, so I guess I should just go up the line for the facade. What else do I need? Remember? So all this is good. They're there. I thought I was working on an apartment to get to someone, so I guess we could start working here and building up a place. Just dump all of our ill-gotten gains into a new place to rent to someone. Shame you can't upgrade the stairs because you need electricity and, more importantly, glass panes, and that shit is awful to get. Boy howdy, let me tell you. Yeah, we got like a boatload of apartment upgrades ready to go, and we barely cut into our resources, let's say. District heating means tapping into the steam pipes that are normally used to heat apartment buildings and large... Ah, I see. Huh. Dense residential's heated by steam pipes? Oh, I'm guessing that's what the radiators are for. Also, man, dense residential living in like New York is so sad because I was watching videos on that, and like a $2,500 apartment is like at best a walk-in closet. Hey, Lude. So now that we're here, we have a mystery to solve. That mystery is, why am I a broke-ass bitch? But also, somebody, like, died? And we gotta figure out why. Space heating and water heating. Oh, that does consolidate two things at once, doesn't it? Now, granted, I could go through my looting loop in order to, you know, get stuff, but... Oh yeah, we need sawdust, weirdly enough, because of, if we want to make a chicken coop. Well, I could go through, sack taps here real quick. Well, I'll take the dynamite, that's, once they know that, or the battery. Where's the next one? I think it's this way. Oh, there's also a sack here that I never checked. Oh, there's just a big flashlight here. Well, shit. Didn't even have to buy that shit. Like how I said I was gonna solve a murder, and instead I'm here just stealing people's stuff, like the landlord I am. Nothing hot here, but I'll take the limestone and asbestos. For reasons that we might explore today, it depends on what they're selling at the mines. Because I could start industrializing myself. The big thing is that there are no easy-to-access forge stations anywhere in Obenseuer yet. So you can't really do stuff like smelting or the like just casually. You have to have your own gear for that. And some stuff like electronics, there's no station. No, there is an electronic station, but like sewing. There's no good sewing places, but there's also like no recipes for sewing yet, outside of like sewing a bandage. And you know, what better way to get bandages than to make them on a loom? Gotten back into playing Final Fantasy Tactics. The remaster is pretty good, the voice acting is amazing. I'm just forever sad that the War of the Lions content isn't there. But that's just me. Forever bitter. Batteries, limestone, scrap, gimme gimme. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the mines do bring about, have you seen things? What do you mean? I've seen things that make you rethink everything. I thought working underground would keep me safe, but we're not alone here. What do you mean? Aliens! Have you heard those weird sounds? Low humming noises coming from nowhere? Machines breaking down for no reason? Shadow where they shouldn't be any? I swear someone is watching us. I forget where it is, but there's someone here that you could rent an apartment to. However, his rent standards is literally level 3 everything. I wanted to point that out as a joke, but I also thought that was the guy, and it was decidedly not. Oh, I'm stinky. And that's the last of the hand soap. Shit. I can't afford to make those mistakes again, otherwise I'll be unpresentable. I never did buy those rations, but I did notice I have 3 canned meats, so it's not too bad. Hey, my man, what do you got? Machinery. What do you have? You have the gas furnace, you have an electric kiln, and a small jaw crusher. And a metalworking lathe. Oh my god, this guy has fucking everything. Wow. The thing about it, though, is that at the current... No, the metalworking lathe is necessary because you need to build hand cranks for your apartment upgrades. But I would say for the best bang for a buck, I probably want to get the electric kiln and the small jaw crusher for doing stuff. So we're gonna spend all of our fucking RM getting that as I have a minor heart attack. It's a pretty big lathe where you can make only one thing. However, that thing is automated, so you don't have to be there. Right, I don't have a can opener, that's why I couldn't open up those supplies. Can't believe I gotta buy a can opener in a fucking mines. You. Oh my god, all of your can openers are shit. That's incredible. How do you...
And what can you get? You gotta make your own shop can opener.
How do you sell a can opener that is 23% used? It's a YouTube thing where people data mine the Evil East Chronicles and found incomplete War of the Lions content. And Head of the Chronicles wanted to include it. There may be DLC in the future. I would be appreciative of that, but also, man, that would suck still.
I mean, these things are unpackaged. Like, where do you think they got these can openers?
They probably stole it from my apartment residence. I should also probably get some canned.
It's good to call up the border people like, hey, I need to order some pristine can openers so I can sell it to the people.
Look, man, if I'm buying a can opener, I expect that shit to be untouched, pristine even. They found Dark Knight. That's what was Rams's quote-unquote mentor's name when he became a mercenary?
What?
The Dark Knight that you team up with in Chapter 2 of Final Fantasy Tactics. I can't remember his name. Gafgarian, that's it. That's Gafgarian's class, right? What are the hours here? It is Monday. Okay, so we're just in time. So, in order to solve the mystery, you need to talk to a lady in the mines. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is not the secretary, tried as I must. There are 2 other ladies here, and we're just going to make it simple. Anna, what's up? You have blonde hair. Yeah? Do you know Joel Hiltada? Joe? I don't know Joel, but I do know Ines Hiltada. She used to work here at the canteen with me, but she left a while back. I don't know where she is now, but my sister Laura might. Laura knew Ines a bit better than I did. You could try asking her. She might be at the sauna club right now. I'll mark it on your map. Yeah, it's funny. It's like, you have blonde hair. You're under arrest for murder. Like some absolute psychopath. Gafgarian had a class in... Yeah, isn't the Dark Knight what Gafgarian was? Because I know they included Agrius as a class you could do, Gafgarian as a class you could do, Onion Knight is one as well. Ooh, yes, gimme. And give me sandpaper, I get? Sawdust, please? Wow, my brain could not process that. I also, like, even though not a lot of people liked it, I do enjoy the main character of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2. He's also depicted very well in the War of the Lions content. It's just a shame I can't remember his name because, like, boy howdy, it's been a long time since I played that. Ooh, free electronics, gimme. Charcoal's good for fueling stuff. I'll pick that shit up. Give me that. Give me that. Should probably take glue too, because I know I need glue for stuff. Luso, yes. Oh, so I was right. I kept thinking Luso, but I was like, that's not it, is it? Hey, lady, remember me? The dude that just walked in on you without a word? Do you know where Inez Hitala is? Inez? You must be her brother. No, I'm just looking for answers. You a cop or something? I mean, she was weird. She didn't talk much, always had this vacant look in her eyes. So I wouldn't be surprised if she was involved in something. Anyway, I haven't seen her in a while, but a while back some miners were pretty pissed at her. So he said she was trying to get in some building in Kahua's claim. Like she was looking for something. Games are good, and I do like using the Blue Mage and Gunners. Gunners are always fun in Final Fantasy Tactics for some reason. Sorry, I don't know where she is now, but maybe there's something in that building? I think Gunners are always hilarious because you could always pair it with, like, the Knight's break classes and be just an absolute asshole. How do Blue Mages work in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance? Hell, I don't even remember if you had Blue Mages in the original Tactics. It was always an issue I had with Blue Mages specifically in that, like, you just can't, you know, work and get it. You have to, like, basically look up who had what skills and then get hit by them, which in some cases is really hard. Like, the classic memory is any Final Fantasy with White Wind. As an enemy skill, because I know FF6 had White Wind as magic. I find it funny the earliest class that use guns is the chemists. Yeah, because chemists could use it because they know about gunpowder.
Grenades.
Hey, yeah, there aren't any grenades in any Final Fantasy Tactics, are there? Like, they have the enemy bomb, but no, like, you know, fragmentation grenades. Or even, like, fireworks. I should have gotten that minecart so I could drive. Is there a sack here I could tap? No, I must be imagining another place. Alright, so, supposedly a crazy lady was here. Don't forget the Crushers don't care if it's Aura fingers going through them, so be careful! Hey, I want to ask you something. Have you seen a woman with blonde hair? Well, there's Anna Markkanen. She runs the canteen. She's blonde. Wait. Do you not actually give any information on this case? What claim am I in right now? Tasks. Deeply insane. Attack to Anna Markkanen. Check the buildings at Kalua's claim. Okay. I think I'm in Jameson claim, and that's why I was thrown off. Fort Zedalkin going boom. Oh, I haven't played the game in a while, so I don't remember much of it. Wait. Is that a book? Well, it's a book, but I can't pick it up. Dang. Here you go. You're new. Haven't seen your face around here. I did just get here. What's your business? I need the keys to the electrical building. Do you have That damn woman already took him. She's inside there right now, and I have no idea who she is. She just showed up asking weird questions, then swiped the key. But there was a second key. Bertie had it, but he lost it near the break room. He already tried looking, but no luck. So I'm letting Bertie handle her while he gets back from his holiday. Until then, you have to find that second key yourself. Good luck. The break building. It's the electrical room. I, in theory, could also lockpick, but I'm pretty sure he'd get pissed if I lockpicked the place where the suspicious person is hiding. You know. What's more suspicious, the person hiding in your electrical room or the guy lockpicking into it? Don't answer that. But, I believe this is the break room, and the keys should be somewhere in the area. I just have to remember. There they are. And then we gotta go to the electrical room for some stuff. Actually, I should probably equip the Ostrat, maybe? Just in case? End the suffering. I followed the signs, and yet no answers. I did as asked. Blood was shed. I silenced them. Those who were wanted. I hate how this is an option here. Just immediately like, yeah, just kill her. Are you Inez? Who was the masked exile cast beyond the seventh veil? What are you talking about? You don't know? Why are you here? I'm looking for a person who murdered several people. I thought I did what was necessary.
She did.
Stahlberg Underground, they told me what I needed to do. They told me they would show me the truth, a way to get behind the gate. But then they started changing me. And it was rage that took me, that burned through my veins. Also, my flashlight's about to run out. It made me do those things. What is Stahlberg Underground? You probably think it's just some cult. They're more than that. They have... I'm not even sure who they really are. What exactly did they do to you? They gave me something that made me angry, confused. I couldn't stop myself. So you killed them all out of rage? No. Alice. I heard her arguing with my brother. She was pregnant, and something inside me just broke when I heard that. I never wanted to kill. I never wanted any of this. What was Joel looking for in that shed? He didn't tell me, but there was something wrong with that place. I warned him about it. What exactly had been done to her in the shed? I asked him to perform the ritual. Ritual for her shadow to make the path clearer for her, to ease her pain. What about Joel and Pia? I think Pia tried to end it, but I was too late. I couldn't stop her. And then someone came in, so I had to leave. Why did you even go to her house? Because the spores took root in her, and she resisted it. That means she was meant to become one of the Guardians. And I wanted to somehow make up for what I had done. And Joel? My brother. I didn't even try to hide it. How could I? My hands, my clothes covered in blood. He just stared at me like he was seeing someone else entirely. And he asked what happened to me. He asked if I was okay. I told him the truth. I said I killed her, I killed Alice, his girlfriend. I said it was supposed to mean something, that the others told me it was necessary. And he didn't yell, he didn't run. He just looked at me with this sadness. And then he said he was going to call the police. That he turned me in before I hurt someone else. I begged him not to. But he just kept saying, "It's over, Inez. It has to stop." And then... just Drink this, then you'll understand. You'll see the truth, and maybe you'll understand why I did what I did. Why I became this. I'm not gonna drink that. You don't want to understand. I don't want to be angry and murder someone. You don't want to see the things I've seen? What they've showed me? What do you want then? I want to find these cultists. If you really want to see them, to face them, take that mask with you. There are rumors that there's a church in the swamps, and there's someone who knows how to contact them. You can reach the swamp by going through the bazaar. So if you really want to find them, the swamp might have the answers. Good luck. That gets us a very familiar white mask. So I don't know what that does. Whenever you take out the Osrat in certain locations, you could just find an orb you could touch, and then it pops. And I have no idea what that does. But yeah, that's the murder mystery. There's a lot of ways you could handle it and end it, but I decided to set up future content, let's say. And what does that do for the quest is the question. Stahlberg Underground. Try to find the cultists. Deeply insane. We solved the mystery, at least. But yeah, now we are officially done with all content. And, faster than I expected, honestly. I thought this would have taken at least an hour. And the main problem with that is, okay. Gonna take that, just a bunch of gold ready for me to take, yeehaw. And I just arrived at the end. Well, you didn't miss much. Like, casual reminder that we're in Zone 2 of 7, apparently. With Zone 3 on the horizon. But that just tells me that, like, at their fastest, I don't think Obenseuer is going to be done for another 5 years. Because the Bazaar update was the start of this year. And they're advertising the, No, the Mines update was the start of this year. And the Bazaar content was teased recently. And is speculated to be either the end of this year or in February. Or, like, not February, but, like, Q1 26. Which is, awkward, let's say? Because, as mentioned, if they just keep doing content and spend 1 year per chapter, it's going to be 5 years till Obenseuer is done. Unless they really go insane. But, like, it's a bummer because this shit's kind of interesting. And I'd like the Bazaar to be open just because it presents a way to just, you know, fast forward your progress through the apartment upgrades. But, like, until then, I ain't got shit. Like, we could slowly do a lot of odds and ends to do stuff, and it basically involves, like, going up the tree for stuff. Like, the big one I wanted to mention was, let's put them down. Where is manufacturing? Might as well put, well, I'm gonna put this one here, because, well, I also need to get my rocks down here. What a fucking statement, good lord. But, the small crusher is gonna stay there for a very specific reason, which I will demonstrate. And knowing my luck, they probably adjusted the noise balance, because, spoiler alert, that shit's kinda noisy. And we'll put the electric smelter here. We got a lot of recipes for it to get a lot of stuff. Oh. Ah, I don't have a gold bar, though. That's what sucks. I would love a gold duck. Can we... Where the... We can't... Oh my god. Oh, I don't like this at all. This is weird. Oh, free magazines. Hell yeah. Did I sort you? No, I did not. Yeah, this is uncomfortable to look at. Whoa. But, let's get some rocks and demonstrate stuff. We'll grab some limestone and some asbestos. Ooh, hey. I got a bunch of magazines and a bill. Awesome. But yeah. One of the main reasons you want to kiln is the electric kiln specifically is, glass is the biggest, like, bottleneck in your capacity to get anything done in Obenseuer, because you're going to need, I want to say a grand total of 250 glass, no, more than that, I want to say 500 glass, because 250 is the final step for the greenhouse. But, like, a lot of apartment upgrades, stairwell upgrades, a lot of shit needs glass. And the best glass recipe is, I believe it's 1 limestone, 1 sand, 1 limestone, and 5 broken bottles. That gets you 2 glass when you're good at manufacturing. And you want to do it with an electric kiln because it has, it doesn't need any fuel or anything. It's just on with electricity. Which makes life a lot easier for you, and you want to buy like 3 or 4 of these just to, you know, have a constant pipeline going. But that also means, which is, I think this is a cool thing, it recontextualizes the use of bottles in this game. Because when you're starting out, you're recycling bottles to make a buck so you could get some food. And then later on, those bottles go from that thing that kept you alive to that thing that's going to make your apartment look pretty. The other thing you want is either you want to fully upgrade your mines, which I believe is somewhere in the realm of 100 dynamite, 30 rails, and a lot of fucking wood logs. I want to say like 70 wood logs. And that gets you a large crusher, which is just one of these but with a bigger work queue. I put this on backwards. But for now, we gotta work with a small crusher. A small crusher has a work 3 of queue, or a queue of 3. So we'll queue up some work. We'll get some, queue up some... Now here's why I find this unfortunate. This machine is very loud. Incredibly fucking loud. Now watch how far this loud is. Like, I have to go all the way here to escape the noise that thing produces. Which is why I keep it in the basement, because I could just let it run here and not have to worry about it. The true main objective for Obenseuer is that you need to make a room for... See, I won't disagree with you there. That absolutely would be nice. However, I would need to wait 5 in-game days for that, and that's just kind of tedious. Like, the upgrade tree is very obviously meant to be done while you're progressing through the plot of all 7 zones. Because some updates are like fucking 7 days, 14 days. They're so long. And just doing them in the content as is rough. But, like, yeah, that's it for Obenseuer for now. I don't know if I'm ever going to come back to this immediately, just because, I thought Bazaar was going to be, like, 75% out of 100 for the content. I didn't realize that it was going to be Zone 3 of 7. So we're going to be waiting for a while if I ever go back to Obenseuer, but like I hope you understand why I like this game. It is absolutely for people who like infra. It's also fun for if you like just being a brutalist landlord management simulator. But also there's not a lot to it. I enjoyed it though. I currently have 200 hours in it because I played the shit out of it. There's a lot of options. You could absolutely max out your apartment in the content as it is and get all the residents. It is just so much fucking work, dude. But we'll call the stream here, or not the stream, we'll call the Obenseuer content here, but not the stream. The only issue is I don't know what I'm going to be playing. For what it's worth, I would like to see the building looks when it's fully maxed. That'll be likely late next year. I think you could do it now. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing most of it. The only thing is that you will not get luxurious apartments. So I guess it won't be fully upgraded. Do you want to see more? Yeah, the late game quests are really fun. I love the bank heist, and I thought the murder mystery was neat. But like as mentioned, there's just no content anymore. Everything is just incomplete.